Hello, hello, hello. God bless you. My name is Pastor Lawrence. One more time, I want to talk to you about building generational legacy that will support generational blessing. What does it mean? One of the scriptures in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter number 7, verse number 10, the Bible says, and God said to David, that because you have set your heart to build me the house, I will establish you and your generation forever. You know, every time God raises a man for a particular generation for an assignment, in every generation, there's somebody that God raises who can be able to accomplish and do as an assignment that will be able to leave a legacy. There are people who have left evil legacies that people, whenever their memories are remembered, the generation will cry. They were not there, but when they remember that there's a man who lived, for example, if you understand about Hitler in Germany, when the Jews, even their generation and their children, understand that there's a man that you call Hitler who was born at that particular time, it brings a very evil, bad memories. That is what we call generational legacy. Generational legacy, it means there's something that you can do. Now, you can choose to do something that people will remember. Now, in the book of Acts of Apostles, chapter 13, verses number 36, the Bible says, and after David served his generation, and he rested with his fathers. You know, after he found a purpose and also served in the generation that God gave him, every man, remember, there's nobody that who has no plan for God. Because the Bible says, I know the plan that I have for you, not the plan for destruction, but the plan to do you good. In other words, when God spares you, when God keeps you, when God protect and prosper your life, it keeps you for a particular generation that you can be able to impact them, that can be able to make an everlasting legacy that will live for generation to generation. Now, follow me around. I want to show you that every time it is not about you, it is about generation. You know, about generation means there's something that you can do, that there's a people who comes after you, and these people easily remember there is a man who came here. You know, sometimes you remember in every major nations, you find like Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Gabriel Mugabe International Airport, Kamusu Panda International Airport, Julius Nyerere International Airport, and many other places, very monumental areas, whereby there are men who lived at that particular time of their generation, and they did an impact for that generation, and that generation made it it stands. Now, there's something that you do, because the Bible says that when God was to bless Abraham, he said, I'll bless you and your generation. The Bible says in chapter number 9 in the book of Genesis, God blessed Noah and his family. Now, there's something that you can do that your generation that are born after you, when they hear about your report, about your generation, they get excited. And you know what, man? It is easier and simpler that the Lord will give you the grace to understand that when you make a generational legacy, it will keep you from generation to generation. May the Lord bless you as we meet on Sunday in our main topic of a subject, building generational legacy that will support generational blessing. We live in a dispensation whereby, what did your father left for you? What did your grandfather left for you? What can you be able to identify? Some, they left a legacy, or they left some issues that are unsolved, that are fighting your life to date. Some, they maimed people. Some, they made people's life difficult. But there are some God used at that particular time. They say that as it was the day of David, the Bible says, who is in the house of Saul that I may have mercy? But in his mind, I believe he was meaning about Jonathan, about in Mephibosheth. The Bible says, and Mephibosheth was a man from their generation that his father Jonathan saved David's life. May the Lord bless you. Shalom. I meet you on Sunday. Wow.